Hey friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Ken Smith, just the old guy having fun with trains. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about an absolutely amazing product. I don't know about you, but two hands is never enough for me. So, Helping Hands, made by Noevsbig, is the sponsor of today's video. We're going to go over this amazing workstation, and you won't believe all that is included in this kit. We'll throw a link in the description as well so you can check it out. So, without further ado, let's actually take a look at this product. Just take a look at this completely modular and completely adjustable workstation. Absolutely incredible. We're going to go over each one of these components and show you all the features and benefits of each one. So, let's get into it. It comes with a basic set of instructions, and you really don't need an awful lot. Along with its packaging contents, tells you how to put together everything, and it's really simple. On the flip side, we have some additional instructions that just tell you how to use the helping hand tools as well as the light. Let's start out by reviewing the base. This is solid steel construction. It has a nice powder coating to it. The unit came with pads that you peel and stick into the corners, and then that gives you a nice sturdy base. But don't take my word for it. Let's put it on a scale and actually show you how much this actually weighs. I'm going to go ahead and turn our scale on, and its default is grams, but since I live here in the US, we're going to do standard. And so there you see it, it's at 0. Take a look at that. That steel base weighs 2 pounds, 2.78 ounces. That is a quality steel base. I think it's important to start out with just showing you the light, because really a quality workstation should have light. And so here's our control. It plugs in either with a USB, or you can take the USB to 110 household adapter and use that. So either way, a great little way to power source things up. So we go ahead and let's just turn it on. We press the button just once and it turns on. Now, there's your magnet right there. And I gotta tell you, that's how solid the magnet is. I can almost pick the base up. Well, actually, I can pick the base up right there. So nice solid magnet. When you want to move this in position, you simply can put it just about in any shape. So how good is the magnifying glass? That's probably an important question to ask. So let's just take a look. I've got my handy dandy square here, and let's see if we can actually see. There you go. Nice light. Give you an idea of about how far away I am in real life, okay? We've got 3 different temperature settings. We'll go through those real quick. So we've got that bright LED. I would imagine that's very cool light. And then we have a warm light. And then we've got something a little bit in between. Now, that's about where my model railroad lighting is. So it's kind of nice to replicate the lighting situation that you're working in for your model railroad. We also have the ability to tone down and make it brighter. So again, just a great feature with this gooseneck light. Next up is our vise. And again, nice solid magnet. You can see, I don't want to just keep picking things up because that's kind of ridiculous, but you get the idea. This is a solid magnet. You heard it hit. We can tighten our vise up so it swivels this way. And we can tighten that up by just turning this wing nut right here. Once we get our desired location for our bench vise, we can tighten it down and we can shape our metal. If we're shaping some metal, we can also hold something in place if we're cutting it. Wood or styrene, that's really great. But what you're probably wondering is, well, how much weight can this really hold? How durable is this? And I think that's a great question because it's a question that I asked. Well, let's look at my weight test for this. Again, I go back to our scale. Turn it on. Move her to ounces. And for this test, I'm going to have the bench vise hold a pair of vice grips that I know weighs over a pound. Has to. What does it come in at? Yep, 1 pound 4 1/4 ounces. So let's move it over here, and I'm going to put the camera in a tripod so that you can see me put it in here live. Now that we have this set up, I'm going to go ahead and just move this a little bit so that we can get a good camera angle. Here's our vice grips. We're going to tighten it down. And I recommend, because the magnets are so strong, put your hand on this plate. But look at that, okay? That's holding. And look at how well that's holding. Now, I doubt seriously that you're going to be holding anything that weighs over a pound. But that is a great addition. That's a third hand that comes in very handy. Next up on our helping hands is this articulated hot air gun holder. Now, you may not need a hot air gun holder for what you're working on in electronics, but you might need something that gives you a little extra reach, a little extra extension, and you need something that can pivot and, a little bit, give you a little bit more flexibility than the bench vise. This is the ticket. So let me explain. I have its bigger brother, as I'm a photographer by trade, and so its bigger brother, and I do mean much bigger brother, does the same thing, but at the end it will hold a movie camera or DSLR camera of that size. And the way this essentially works is, regardless of the position that you put it in, once you turn that knob, right, I'm trying to put this up here just so that I can probably demonstrate this a little bit easier. There we go. Put it like that. Okay, once I tighten this knob, everything will hold in place. So it tightens up everything. Okay, I'm trying to do this one-handed, but there you go. Look at how that all locked into place. Now, what I'm going to do is actually put the camera back on the vise, and we're going to do that weight test to see how well that this holds the same weight that our bench vise held. Okay, here we go. Again, you hear how well that magnet just locks into place. And I'm going to just kind of maybe move that up like so. Okay? Just so that we can get it all in position. Again, just tighten that knob. Put your hand on that base if you need to, just to keep it from being secure. But you see, this is all locked into place now. So let's check the weight of the hold. And I like putting things out on the very end because this, you know as well as I do, something on the end of a vise, end of a grip, I don't really have that in a very good position. Do it like this, I think, might be more desirable the way the jaws are. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, let's take a look at how that's holding. Again, that's a serious grip. We're holding over a pound. And very easy, very steady. You could work on that. Inside both of the jaws of the hot air gun holder as well as the bench vise, you have a rubber coating in here. So that protects the product that you are gripping. What's also really nice is that they actually included some additional rubber grips. So as those rubber grips wear out, you've got some extra replacements. Next, I want to show you what these are. They're designed to hold a circuit board. Again, same sturdy magnets. Now, I don't have a circuit board here, but if you're doing some soldering and you're working on a circuit board, this is ideal. We're going to pretend that that's our circuit board. That's about the thickness of a small circuit board. And right here, you'll see that taper. That's where your circuit board would sit. So we just move them like that, and you can see that it easily supports your circuit board. Now your circuit board isn't super heavy, but can it support some weight? And the answer is absolutely it can. All right? Our cardboard will bend, but there you go. I'm just kind of steadying it. Again, designed to support some weight. So if you were, let's say you had a piece of styrene and you were doing some detailing or some painting, or you're putting together one of those old Sidem kits and you needed to do some soldering. This is a great way of holding that corrugated sheet metal without distorting it or damaging it. So again, just a great little item to use in your model railroading building if you just think a little bit outside of the box. We have four approximately 1 foot in length from the top here to the grip here. We have 4 of these flexible goosenecks, and I do mean they're flexible. Let me demonstrate. They each come with their own powerful magnet. Again, you can hear that. And they are exceptionally flexible. Just look at that. Now, you can position these. These are great, very strong alligator clips. You also get a total of 6 replacements. That's what came in the box. There were a package. There were actually 2 packages, 5 in each package. You can see that they're replaceable. This set screw right here is what holds them in. See? So as they wear out, you can simply replace them, and you've got several replacements. Again, very thoughtful in the packaging. I hope you really enjoyed it. Remember to check the link in the description. Have a wonderful day, and you all be blessed.